Samantha Meehan. I go by Sam. I've been a Halifax firefighter for 30 years. October 10th is my last official day as a firefighter. October 11th, I'm unemployed. And so we're here to do a retirement video, talk a little bit about some things. So I was hired on October 5th, 1992. We were the last group that was hired by the Halifax Fire Department, 8 of us. We're still all on the job except for me and Quitter. But it was a great group of guys that I was hired with, yeah. My first day on the job was at West Street Fire Station. Back then it was Station 2. So I was on the back of one engine. I think I was with Ola Legier, Ginny Martel. My captain was George Wooden, the Brow. And the driver, I think, was Bob Kelly. And yeah, it was a great, so back then we had one engine, not this one engine, but so I was on the back of one engine, 2 engine, and then the snorkel was running out of West Street as well as the PC and PC's aid. So there was 8, 10 people, 12 people. That's a tough question. There was a lot of really, really amazing men that I worked with back then. All had very cool nicknames. I worked with Wally and the Beef. I worked with Ron Kelly, nicknamed Hawk. He would say that he could fix anything except a break a day and a broken heart. And I swear to God, the man could do anything. He was amazing. So I worked with them at West Street. Certainly some of the other closer stations, there are some amazing people as well. In terms of leadership, like Georgie Wooden, he was the best. He took me in on the first day and we had a little chat. He told me how things were going to pan out, and he was pretty bang on. But yeah, there's just some amazing people back then, and even still today, there are some pretty awesome people. Yeah, you get to make some pretty amazing friendships that go beyond the 1, 2, 3 go to work days. So. Billy McNeil, I certainly couldn't get away with not talking about Shrek. Him and I were partners in crime, undetected crime, allegedly, on both the Bronto, the Snorkel, the Aerial, one Aerial, 3 Aerial. I don't know, it had so many names, but yeah, no, he was an amazing guy, very good friend. He would give you anything that you needed, and some things, pep talks that you didn't need, but you got anyway. Super, super, super decent human being. Moving forward, like Mike Sears, super awesome person. He tells a story about he's growing up with me. He was pretty young when he came on the fire department, and there's so many people. I can't even begin to name the names, but you grow up with these people at work, and you see how their families are growing and your families are growing, and you sort of, you grow as human beings together, both on the job and on the job. I don't think we have time for that answer. A lot certainly has changed in terms of demographics of the job. The people who are, the boots on the ground who are doing work. But at the same time, a lot hasn't changed. There's certain things about the job that stays constant. Everything stops when the voice in the ceiling says you gotta go. Back when I started, you go and you do what you need to do to get the job done, and there's an expectation that, you might get hurt. The things that we do are dangerous. But one thing that I notice has changed, and it kind of makes me really sad, is that I see and hear a lot of stories about people who are saying, I don't want to go in there, that's dangerous. get another job. That's not what you signed up for. And that just, it makes me question why people are doing this job, if that's your attitude. Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah, you might get hurt, but you get paid to take those risks. And if that's not a risk you want to take, then step aside, because there's 100 other people who are willing to take the risk. I think one of the really good things that's changed is the support that we get when we go and we do the jobs and we see the things that we can't unsee and the things that haunt us when we close our eyes. There's a lot more support for us. So yeah, there's a lot more support for us, both from ourselves in terms of helping each other out, but also organizationally there are a lot more supports in place for us now, which I think is an awesome development. What do I love about the job? I don't have to think about what to wear to work. It's going to be blue. Sometimes it's yellow. What I love about the job is you come to work and you don't know what you're going to be faced with. So there's a lot of thinking on your feet. There's a lot of problem solving. There's very rarely do you do the same call. Even an alarm call at the same building, it's not going to be the same call as the last time you were here. So it's always something different every day. There's downtime in the station to do, personal work of some sort. I just recently learned to play the bagpipes, so 1, 2, 3, go to work. 1, 2, 3, play the bagpipes. So it's that's the biggest thing. It's not. There's nothing mundane about being a firefighter, and you get to help people, which is, I think, probably the biggest reward in and of itself. You're usually seeing people on their worst day, and you get to see what you can do to help them make that better. All I can say is I'm glad there's, back then there was only Polaroids, and unfortunately Polaroids don't last forever, so a lot of the evidence has been destroyed. But now today everybody's got a cell phone in their pocket, so I'm sure there are documented shenanigans of some sort. But did we not just mention that I don't remember things? Highlights. Yes, there are definitely some highlights. The first time that we had a truck in the Pride Parade, for me, that was a highlight. It was something that I completely orchestrated, kind of sort of went behind the scenes and had Halifax Fire Department invited to participate in the parade. How can you say no to an invitation on your 250th anniversary year? So we made that happen. The Queen was in the parade, which was, I said, I want to drive the antique fire truck named the Queen in the Pride Parade, and then I will die a happy woman. And so we did that. I asked a handful of people to join me, and they did. It was, it was a really proud day for me to be a part of that and a part of this organization and supporting that. And here we are 18 years later, we're still in it. I'm playing the bagpipes, I'm no longer driving the truck. The Queen is not allowed to play in the parades anymore. But for me, that was a big thing. I'm sure there's a lot of, like, if you talk about specific fire calls and whatnot, I'm sure if I dig deep in the memory bank, I could find some pretty awe-inspiring moments there. But for me, as the first woman in the fire department, as the first out lesbian in the fire department, that was kind of a big deal. What will I miss about the job? The people, mostly. Over 30 years I've worked with some pretty amazing people, done some pretty cool things with them on and off the job. And so yeah, just 1, 2, 3, go to work and know that those people are going to be there for you on that day and all the days in between. It's good to know that that they're there if you need them. Yeah, but I don't know how I found the time to work. I've been off for 90 days, and I need to slow down so I can retire. My pre-retirement leave and training for retirement has been busy, but I think I'm going to be good at it. I'm not going to be one of those people who's like, oh, I want to go back to work. I don't have time for that. Too many other things. Advice for new firefighters. Well, the number one thing is if you're not willing to put it all on the line to go and help somebody, find another job. That's my biggest beef about a fair number of people on the job today. Stay in shape, keep your life in balance, and what I mean by that is like all the traumatic stuff that we see kind of takes over if you don't have a balance in your life between work, physical activity, some sort of mental challenge for your brain to focus on. Try to keep perspective on like we do this job 1 day out of 4. So in those 3 days off, find something that balances out the things that we do when we're at work. Like I said, we see a lot of things that we can't unsee. We do some things that we can't get out of our minds. But if you find a balance in your life between physical activity, good nutrition, getting enough sleep, finding something to challenge your brain with, some sort of spiritual connection, whether that's, playing the piano or going for a walk in the woods or going to church. There are things that you can do to find a balance. And I think that's one of the most important things that people need to be taught when they start this job, is to be able to find that balance, and it keeps everything in perspective. A lot of people have asked me, well, what are you going to do when you retire? I'm going to keep doing the things that I have to stop doing in order to come to work, so there's just going to be more of it. My partner and I were talking about this the other day. I have so many projects, so many things that I'm interested in learning how to do, learning to perfect, things I want to build, things I want to create, skills I want to learn, skills I want to hone. I'm going to be busy. I'm still involved with the band, Union Fire Club Pipes and Drums. I started playing back, but learning the chanter a long time ago, and sort of put that on hold, and just got back at it about 1.5 years ago. So for me, that's a way for me to stay connected to the fire department, to a lot of the people involved with the fire department. So, we'd be practicing my bagpipes. I've got a boat to rebuild. I've got some hunting and trapping things. I've got some furs I'm tanning. I've got some creative project things on the go. Gardening. I've got 3 dogs. I've got way too many chickens. Life is chaos, but it's good.